from that time that Adam and Eve fell from felicity, Shaitan had done the same thing with Eve. Coming on Eve every day, flattering Eve, telling Eve that, oh, you know, there's a better place than this. I mean, this, you know, just other places to shop. You don't just have to shop here. There are places that you haven't even seen or known. He didn't come on her one time. She just didn't come to Adam one time. Shaitan came on them so much until they actually became infatuated with an idea of something that they had no idea about, which is imagination. They were worshiping their imagination and not Allah Almighty, so they had set up partners to Allah Almighty. Just like we do. We do the same thing. So when guidance comes to us, we can't recognize guidance. We cannot recognize clear thinking. We cannot recognize when Allah Almighty is advising us through someone. Those people were coming to Noah and they were saying, oh, why should we listen to you? You are like us. You were born through a woman like us. And Allah said to tell them, if we had been angels, we would have sent angels. Human beings, we send human beings to human beings. It's the same mentality today. We are like those people of the time of Noah alayhi salam. We think just like them. We have the same ideas in our head. We suffer just the way they suffered. When we worship something other than Allah Almighty, our jobs, our knowledge, our prestige, our fame, anybody other than Allah that's not connected to Allah Almighty, we follow right behind them. Get a superstar, come down. There's a superstar, get his or get her autograph. They could be the worst miscreant on the planet. We're worshiping something other than Allah Almighty. It has always happened. We have to think too. Now, those people that got in the ark, when they landed, they had to repopulate. Shaitan got off the ark too. He started this program all over again. And it doesn't matter. Maybe take a year, 2 years, 3 years, 10 years, 100 years, 1,000 years. He didn't care because he asked Allah Almighty for respite, for a time. And every time there was a prophet. Peace be upon him, even with Noah, Shaitan was there. With Jesus, Shaitan was there. With Muhammad, Shaitan was there. May Allah be pleased with all of them. This is what we have to keep in mind. That same mentality, that same whisper through our mentality for us to be rebellious and be deceptive and to be decadent and to be on our own thinking, left to our own understanding, still persists today among us, in us. We are the same like those people. And Allah Almighty still sends people among us that were like those people too. They came and warned us. Allah always send warners to us. And we take them lightly. Oh, they're just like me. Yes, but no. Yes, but no. So Allah Almighty is training us and teaching us. But here is the thing of these times. Since the time of beloved Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And this is why all the prophets, may Allah be pleased with all of them, they prayed behind beloved Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam at the Aqsa Mosque before he made his Isra Miraj, before he ascended through the heavens in his physical body. It wasn't no dream. It wasn't through his spirit. It was through his physical being. You might say, how did that happen? Allah has power over all things. There is nothing that Allah Almighty is not able to do. And once we understand that and over-understand that and believe that, our lives take on a whole nother power source. It's a whole nother mentality that we begin to have. And the more mentality becomes like those whom Allah Almighty to send to warn the people, those prophets, the more we begin to get what they got, the more we begin to do what they did, the more we begin to feel what they felt through their souls, through their hearts. They were the spies of the heart. They were the means in which Allah Almighty sent everything for the people. Yes, He sent mercy through them. He sent wrath through them. He sent warning through them. It's like this. It's like an x-ray machine. If you go through an x-ray machine now, or x-ray, you can see all your bones and everything. They have x-ray vision. They may see every skeleton, every liver, every heart, every kidney, because they look to us with the eyes of their hearts. And the only way they can protect us and guide us is that they know what we do when we're not aware that they know what we do. They are the eyes, the ears, the tongue, the hand, the feet that Allah Almighty possesses and uses them in any society. It's easy for Allah. We were sperm drops not too long ago. Here we are talking and walking now. And now we're adversaries to Allah Almighty. How did we get here? So these times are like no other time we have never seen. From the time of beloved Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Shaitan was able to come and destroy the message. He was able to get the people to go astray. And he was able to destroy a whole community, destroy a whole nation, and then ride out with the prophets, because Allah Almighty always protected all of the prophets. But the wisdom was this, is that why was Shaitan able to escape all of the calamities that came on all the people that he was able to cheat? This is where we have to have the kind of mentality that the prophets had, so we may understand the wisdom of Shaitan. If Allah Almighty would have allowed Shaitan to be destroyed in any of those times, no one could reach the high life, because in fighting Shaitan we are able to go up. He is a springboard. He is a power that we use to springboard to the heavens. The only springboard for getting to the heavens is through fighting Shaitan. The only way. The only way. But here's what's going on now. Allah Almighty is saying now, because He had given Shaitan respite, He is saying that He had given Shaitan a respite for a term. Now, Allah Almighty is raising from east to west, north to south, those who begin to kill the devils from east to west, from north to south. Now the planet has to be clean of all devil.
Takbir! Allahu Akbar! Takbir! Allahu Akbar! Takbir! Allahu Akbar!
This has never ever happened. He will never ever get another free ride on the backs of Allah Almighty's sincere servants. Never ever ever again. This is the finale. This is where the curtain closes on Shaitan's kingdom. Takbir! Takbir! And if you're going to ride with him, you're going to be shut down with him. You want to keep listening to Shaitan. When Allah Almighty sends us guidance, you want to keep going against them. You want to keep laying up being hard-headed. You want to burn. You want to be in that black hole and begging. You won't even be able to beg in that black hole, because the thing about that black hole, Allah Almighty will send us so much mercy. When we are sucked up in that black hole, you won't even be able to think of Allah. No mercy will be able to reach you. No one will be able to get us out.